Hello, my name is Ryan Morgan, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about life drawing. And before we get started with the actual drawing itself, I want to talk about some of the tools that you need to be successful in life drawing. Definitely you're going to need some different things to draw with, obviously, to make marks on your page. I find that Conte works really well. These are just some examples of different Conte types of Conte. This is a sepia color here. This one here is black. Of course, to be able to do a life drawing itself, you're going to need something that you're modeling, that you're drawing after. So that's where you have your bowl of fruit or a model. In this case, we're going to use fruit. It helps to have a light source because the light source is going to cast shadows on your objects, and it's going to make things a little bit easier to draw because you're going to have a dark side and a light side. So when you're done sharpening your pencil, it should look something like this. Have some of the lead exposed here, and you should have a nice tip at the end. This is going to allow you to use the side of that pencil to draw. You want to start off your drawing by drawing it very lightly, trying to just get the basic outline of the forms in. Here you see, I'm just trying to draw the ellipse that I'm seeing here on the top of that bowl. But I just want to get it in real light so that later on I can go in and make the changes that I need to, and keep the lines that I want and eliminate the lines that I don't. Another helpful hint in being able to draw from life is you want to, when you're viewing your object, you want to keep your head and your eyes in the same spot so that your perspective isn't changing over and over, and that you're getting a consistent view of the form you're trying to render. Also, you want to use the edges of the objects as each object ends and as one begins, and kind of form reference points. For example, I can see that the edge of the apple doesn't exceed the edge of my bowl that I'm drawing from. Therefore, when I draw it on here, I'm not going to draw the apple up above that edge, but I'm going to draw it right along the edge here, just like I'm seeing it. Now that I've blocked in a lot of the general shapes, and I've placed everything on my paper where I want it to be, and I know that's where I want it to be, I'm going to start darkening in some of those lines and working in some of the details. Once we have all of our figures and forms in the right place, exactly where we want them, we have our lines somewhat darkened in and we finalize exactly where we want everything to be, it's time to start rendering up our forms. I started working in some of my shadows to start to bring the form to life and to make it look more 3D. An important tool that we need to use is called a kneaded eraser. A kneaded eraser is real gummy, and you can knead into it just kind of like a little piece of dough. This is a really handy tool because we can form it and shape it into little fins or any kind of a shape that we want to then go in and pull out highlights. It's also a good idea to add some background noise. This is going to help distinguish your highlights from just your blank white page. You do this by just going along the edges and the outside and working in some of that tonal quality that you've developed within the picture. Voila, this is it. And with a little bit of hard work, persistence, and determination, you can draw and render from life just like this. Last thing you need to do is give it a signature and it's complete. There we have it.